matchup weekend, Tulane and Army. Probably not just the greatest game. Western Kentucky at Jacksonville.
That's Friday night.
Yeah,
right?
Friday night for their conference title game. Iowa State will play Arizona State.
I think that's a good game.
Arizona State is favored by 2.5.
Well, they're rolling right now.
Georgia will be the home team. Will be the away team. Texas will be considered the home team. 3 o'clock ABC. Texas favored Dean by 2.5. What do you think?
I think Texas gets them this time.
I couldn't disagree. Big shocker. Hang on your britches for this one. Oregon favored by 3.5. Not that surprised. On CBS, 7 o'clock on Saturday night. Penn State.
I like that matchup. Who do you think wins that?
Oregon by a lot. Just saying.
I think they're better.
What y'all think? Y'all drop us some ideas over. Talbert, what's going on, Rascal?
I think, and then Oregon win or loss, they're in.
Penn State. Oregon beats Penn State, and we're going to go with our Raging Cajuns on ESPN. They beat Marshall, I think. They're favored by 4.
Mm-hmm.
We like Texas to get the rematch against Georgia, and Clemson and at SMU, their ACC title game.
I think Clemson upsets them and goes to the playoff.
See, the Tuesday's matchups are going to be kind of useless.
Yeah, there's no. You can do it the next week.
Why even do it? Really?
Yeah, we don't know.
Because the game this weekend is going to be your conference champions.
That's going to boost. When Clemson wins that's going to boost South Carolina's worth. What time's that game?
7 ABC.
What time's Oregon?
7 on CBS.
So you got 3 games at 7 o'clock.
Well, them 2.
Oh, them 2.
Mm-hmm. And the other big game, Texas, Georgia at 3.
Okay. Yes.
Iowa State, Arizona State. I don't.
That's Friday night, right?
Arizona State's kind of been rolling right now. I'd kind of probably lean with them.
I would lean towards them. Iowa State's good, but Arizona State is really.
So
rolling.
We'll take Arizona State. We'll take Texas. I'll take Louisiana. I'll take Oregon, and I'll take Clemson. The Fighting Sweeneys. I just don't. This SMU, BYU, Indiana crap.
Now, I think Indiana's going to make his playoff.
Yeah,
you think Miami's going to get in?
No, I don't know. They don't have no wins. That'll be something to see for tomorrow. Those are the reason they're going to do the show Tuesday. Those teams. Where's Indiana? And here's something else. Nobody's talking about this. Why are we the only ones? Todd, help me.
What's that?
Talbert, help here. Well, we'll say Georgia beats Texas again. Well, where do they fall? Do they have the playoffs? Texas?
I wouldn't think so.
Okay, then what happens to these other teams? But
you got to stick Miami in there, don't you?
Well, if
they'll have 2 losses.
If you have a 3-loss Georgia team, do you put Miami in over a 3-loss Georgia that was runner up in the SEC? See, what do you do there?
Yeah.
Nobody's talking about the loser of these. What do you do with the losers of this conference? If they're only 2-loss.
See, I don't see how if Penn State is going to make it, if Texas is going to make it, no matter what happens.
What do you do with a 2-loss Texas team?
They got to be top 12.
They're not going to be 4, but they may drop them to 8.
8 or 9, yeah.
That's going to push these Bamas out.
Yeah.
But if Georgia loses, I think that definitely would, because a 3-loss Georgia is going to go in because they played for their conference over Bama, which sounds dumb because Bama did beat Georgia.
They did beat.
Head-to-head.
Yeah. But see, Georgia will have 3 losses to top 10s. Well, top 15. I think Ole Miss and Alabama's going to have a lot happen. But
they got Texas 62%.
Well, it's just hard to beat somebody like that twice. But who knows? Georgia comes to play during them ball games.
I know Kirby and Sark, the Saban disciples, battle it out for the SEC.
And I don't mean to be negative, but I just don't see any way Alabama will get in, because now they're talking. I hear a lot of South Carolina talk. If we're going to put anybody in with 3 losses, it's going to be South Carolina, because they're playing better than anybody right now.
I don't have a problem with that.
And I'm afraid that's going to get brought up. And, Notre Dame's in.
Georgia loses, Bama's in.
Huh?
They're going to bump a 3-loss Georgia out of a runner-up in the conference and put Bama in. Like Keith, I don't agree. I just don't. They may do that. I don't think so.
I don't either. I mean, I don't know.
A conference runner-up.
They said that they're going to put South Carolina in.
Yeah. They're hot right now. Sellers is playing good. He's not turning the ball over. He's not declining. Milroe is.
I know people don't want to hear that.
Sputter. He's not from last year. He's not trajected his passing game. If Groove may have came, it may have helped more if he'd have come with DeBoer, but he did not.
See, and you've got everybody that's beat South Carolina ranked, and they barely beat them, except for Ole Miss.
You got 9-3 Clemson now. If SMU wins, there'll be 12-1. Yeah, okay, yes, duh. And Clemson will have 4 losses. Duh, you're out. That's a conference runner-up. That one's not going to make it.
That one's not going to make it. Boise's in. Notre Dame's in for sure. Oregon's in no matter what happens.
Oregon's in. They won't get a home field
We think
game.
Texas is in no matter what happens. If Georgia wins, Alabama can forget it.
Yeah, the Oklahoma loss is to
because Texas is still going to go, and then you got the Big 12 champions going to go. But I only think the Big 12 champions going to go. Their runner-up's not going to go. Indiana's going to this thing. I know people don't like it, and you got Miami sitting out there with 2 losses that somebody's going to be pulling for.
Well, you got 10-2 Iowa State and 10-2 Arizona State. They're losers.
They're losers.
They're probably not going to be because they're quality wins. I mean,
right.
Iowa State loses at 10-2. They'll be 10-3. I don't see them putting.
Does SMU still go if Clemson beats them?
Now that may be. So they may bump somebody because they're 11-1. They wouldn't be 11-2, and you're going to bump them.
Yeah, they're out.
But their schedule though. That's what they're going. You want to look at their schedule.
No.
Who have they played? Nobody. Nobody. No, nobody. They beat Pitt 48-25. They were
going to be their best
16 at the time. That's it. And what's Pitt right now?
8-4.
7-1.
What's their overall? 8-4, 9-3. Pitt.
Well, at the time it was Let's see where they right now. 7-5.
7-5.
No, that's not good. They're 10th in the ACC.
I think
That's your only win. It's to the 10th ranked team in the conference in Pitt. I don't see it happening. So that may hurt them.
We'll know it by Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday night by 10 o'clock, we'll have an idea.
But right now, Notre Dame, Boise's in. I think Texas in no matter what. Penn State, I don't know about Penn State. Indiana's in. Oregon's in. Ohio State's in. Tennessee's in.
And if UNLV makes Boise 11-2, I don't think they can make it in.
Who's going to go then?
Yeah,
who's going to be that mid-major to go then?
Well, UNLV would have won the championship.
What's their record?
10-2.
Okay,
That'd be 11-2.
UNLV will go. And they may beat them.
Boise's 11-1. Now, who's their win? Hawaii. They already beat UNLV once, but it was a 5-point game, 29-24. See, they only beat Nevada by a touchdown. They smoked San Jose, Wyoming.
So Boise might not be.
They have no wins, and they lead the conference 11-1 over here in the Mountain West. Boise better win. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
Georgia's going to have to beat Texas.
Yes.
But Texas will stay in the top 10.
Texas still go.
They just
don't have to win.
They just won't have a home field. They may have to travel to.
Yeah, they'll just get a lower seed.
Penn State
and won't get a bye.
Penn State gets bumped out.
I think Penn State.
If they lose, may they stay in?
I think so. They won't be high, and I think Indiana's going to get in, but I think they're going to be the number 12.
They may have to go to they're going to fool around and put this where like Tennessee or somebody's going to have to go to Penn State in December.
Yeah. First game, which won't be easy.
What if it's UNLV has to go to Penn State?
I mean, UNLV's got a good squad. I think it'll be better than people think.
They got
early.
Well, they got grandmama. And if you're not old enough, you don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know.
J.R. Ryder,
I had a story from him today, from Larry Johnson.
You heard a good Larry Johnson story.
When they was doing the Space Jam movie, he wanted to get his hair cut, and they did him a little bowl cut, and just bowl cut, straight lined him. And he said nobody ever seen Michael Jordan laugh that hard.
Really?
They didn't blend the line. You know, I'm talking about blend it where it's faded in. He just cut a line, just cut it, balled it under.
Uh-huh.
He said Mike and Charles were just cackling, crying, laughing at Larry.
Really?
Larry said, "Man, ain't funny, man. He's got to get me fixed up. He's got me gapped up here." Larry said Michael was laughing so hard.
Larry Johnson was a good ball player.
Shoot, yeah, man. Loved watching him play. Grandma Mall commercials.
Yeah, I thought he was good in the pros. They act like he kind of underachieved in the pros, but I don't think he underachieved. He wasn't a superstar, but I think he
played exactly where he should have.
I read he was like 16 or 17 points, 7 rebounds.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
Chris Webber's, those guys, they went to the league, played, had good careers.
Yeah.
But that was
many people start for 12 years in the pro.
No, that's a funny story. Mark, let's see. Lose the first round. Jeff is just dead. He's just dead inside. He says we'll lose first round. We're out.
I think they'll probably make some noise in the playoffs. I've just got a feeling. I don't know why. I just get do.
Keith says Bama gets the Birmingham Bowl.
No, they're going to go to a better bowl than that. They're 9-3.
I think a 9-win team will take a better. 7-win teams usually play Birmingham Bowls.
Yeah, that's usually a 7-5 and a 6-6.